Hi, I'm Lanaya Cahoon, and welcome to my TED Talk. um, I don't know if anyone else is like me and has just always been too trusting of people, like to always see the good in them and give people a billion and one chances, and just always want to see the good in people. However, that is me, and that's how I've been since I was a little girl. I have a big heart. My mom tells me that. She even say I get it from her, which I can agree. Like we're kind of just built that way. However, the thing about being built that way is you can get the short end of the stick from that. You can definitely get the short end of the stick. It can definitely turn around and bite you in the butt. In this scenario that I'm about to explain, it did. It absolutely turned around and bit me in the butt. And I think I learned a big lesson from this moment. Um, so it was about 3 years ago, all right? Me and an ex-friend, we traveled to Atlanta, Georgia for this amazing opportunity to dance with celebrities, artists, singers, or Um, as soon as she told me about the opportunity, I jumped on it. I was eager. I was excited. I'm very passionate about dancing, and it's one of my dreams to be a background dancer for an artist slash celebrity. So when the opportunity presented itself, when she was discussing it with me, I was like, "Yes, let's do it. No other questions asked. Like, let's go." So we went to go perform at this music festival. Um, even though it came with a few disagreements and stuff, everything was going well. Okay, like minor disagreements because we performed for these celebrities twice. The first go round, we had a 9 hour drive there to Atlanta, Georgia. And let me just say this, you learn a lot about somebody being stuck in a car with them for 9 hours. And yeah, I'll just leave it there. So the second time around, we went to perform for them. We definitely did things differently. We took flights, separate flights. Me and the ex friend wasn't even talking when they reached back out to us to perform for them again. So we had to get back in contact with each other, and we did what we had to do to make it happen again. Cause dance is life, and that's how we both looked at it, and we wanted to get the job done. So, like I said, very excited. We flew to Atlanta, Georgia. The artists were very personable. Instead of, well, they gave us the choice, and we chose to stay with them because they gave us the option to pay for lodging and transportation or just stay with them, and they'll take us where we need and we can stay there, eat there. They got like a 5 bedroom house. And so we looked at it as an opportunity to grow closer to the artists we're dancing for. Like YOLO, you never know. So everything was going smooth despite the small stuff, like I mentioned, um, until after the show. And I mean directly after the show, right? We haven't even left the venue before this big conundrum, I'll just call it that, happened with me and my ex friend. So the day of the show, everything's going good. We did pre-show rituals. We're hyping each other up. We're ecstatic about getting on there and killing it. So right after the performance, during the performance actually, because this is a big part as well, the artists we were dancing for, their show got cut early because I don't know all the details, but I guess they went over their time, their scheduled time that they were supposed to perform. There's still other artists there, Trey Songz, Tyrese, Tiny from Escape. Like they all have to perform too. And I guess our artists we were performing with went over their time. I don't know all the details, but that happened. That's a key fact to, think about. Directly after the show, my ex friend starts arguing with me about recording another dancer who was also booked to dance with our artist on the side of the stage where the audience couldn't even see me, but it was just such a big thing to her that it wasn't something that she just could tell me and then drop it. She just had to go on and on and on and on. Eventually, the tension between me and her got leaked to the artist, and me, I uphold professionalism to the utmost. Like it's up here with me, if I'm in a professional setting, I don't want anybody to know my unprofessional business. That's just how I am. I don't want them to see me looking dramatic. I don't really do that. I don't We could have definitely saved that for the hotel or the flight back or when we got back to Virginia, but she is a little bipolar, I believe, and it just couldn't wait for her. She don't care where we are, who's around. That's the type of person she was. And so that exploded. It got back to the artist, and above the tension of having their show mix cut already, now they have to deal with me and her drama, which was unfair for sure. Um, so I definitely understand the next part. When we got back to the house, and then they're talking with their rowdies, what do you call them, whatever, um, and friends, and then they come to the conclusion that they're letting us go. Um, they also said it was because we asked for a picture with another artist, which was unprofessional. That's another reason they let us go. I honestly feel that they was a bit much for that because it was not in any contract. We didn't even sign a contract. It wasn't in any writing or anything that we couldn't take pictures with any other celebrities. I just felt like that was a little selfish because nobody did it in a fangirl way. It was just like a in passing, hey, let me get a picture, and then yeah. But anyway, they end up letting us go. Um yeah, they end up letting us go. They told us that they don't want us to work for them again. They actually said that we'll never even work in that town again, which was crazy to me. But that's how they felt. Um, it was actually crazy. It felt like soon as I got my foot in the door in the dream career I wanted, I was being ripped out of my, you know, dreams. Like it just was falling apart. And in hindsight, I tried to bring another girl on before they reached out to her, but they wanted both of us because that's who danced for them last time. So they wanted it the same way. Um, I tried so bad to, ignore it. It's just she kept going on and on and on. Even the other dancer that was booked for them, um, she seen that the other girl the ex friend just kept on poking the bear, and even then I didn't give her what she wanted because I'm still trying to maintain, like, I'm literally looking like I'm being yelled at because I'm trying not to publicly embarrass myself in front of celebrities. In hindsight, or in conclusion, I'll say I learned my lesson to just learn who to do business with. Some people, you can take some people out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of some people. I'll leave that at that. I definitely tried my best, and I definitely look forward to the opportunity to present itself again. Lessons was learned there that, will carry me for the rest of my life. And, it turned out to be a beautiful and very disappointing experience at the same time. But yeah, hopefully one day I'll get the opportunity again and I'll do even better with the knowledge that I know now.